Alrighty, attention in the pits. All racers, report to the staging lanes. The show is about to start.
Good evening, everybody.
Are we live?
We're live.
Yeah.
Jeff
right.
Downey and is it Janae or Jeannie?
Janae.
Well, you'll have to ask
Philip
Phil.
the Third's wife. Oh, now my dad's breaking stuff.
I am breaking stuff. That ain't good. So, boy, oh boy. All right.
Here we go.
What I'm doing is I'm looking for pictures that I took with my phone of the fire.
Don't let him lie to you. He's looking at nudies.
Yeah, whatever. I ain't got time for that.
Tim Korsiak, John Monin.
Yeah, Tim Korsiak shared some videos with us of his 69 GTO convertible. So we'll have to see if those are in the reader's rights whenever we end tonight. But yeah, so anyhow, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the what's going on at the shop with the. Some of you guys know, some of you don't. We had a pretty bad fire at the shop, and it's finally getting done, reconstructed. It happened April 18th, which was Good Friday, and it's actually my anniversary day, too. My wife and I have been married 44 years, and that was the day. But anyway, what happened was I was headed to shop, like I always do in the morning, and I don't know, it was about 8 o'clock in the morning, and my neighbor that lives behind me, he's got my cell phone because he keeps an eye on the shop for me, which is awful nice of him, and he lives behind the shop so he can see it all the time. And so anyhow, he calls me up and he asked me, he said, "Are you at the shop, Don?" And I said, "No, why?" He goes, "Well, it's on fire." And I said, "Well, don't call me, call the fire department." So he did, and it's a volunteer fire department out there where I'm at, and I actually beat the fire department there after he called me, because I went from driving 55, 60 to, I'm not going to say what the limit was, but I was up there. And so anyhow, I get to the shop, and it was burning through the one wall, outside wall on in the garage area, and I could see the smoke coming around the steel siding on the side of the building. So I knew it was burning through the wall, and I opened up the door to see if maybe I could save it, and no, it was too far gone. I had to wait for the fire department. So I just closed the door back up and waited for them to show up. But you talk about a gut-wrenching feeling whenever, you know, when something like that's happening to you, you can't even imagine the emotion you have. And
Really, he was excited because he's going to have good YouTube content out of it.
no, my son was really excited, but I was sick to my stomach.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to throw up. But anyway, fortunately, my neighbor seen it. Fortunately, it did not happen at 2 o'clock in the morning, because had it then been at that point in time of day, everyone would have been in bed, and that would not have been good, because the place probably would have burnt to the ground before anybody realized, because it wouldn't have woke them up. But so a lot of, there was chains of event that really, I'm glad that it happened the way that it did. If it was going to happen, I wish that it didn't happen. But it did, and, you know, like they say, shit happens, and it wasn't anything that we did wrong. What it was I bought a vapor blast machine, and what that is basically a bead blast cabinet with water in it, and it's got a plastic tub, because it does have water in it, so they don't want to put it in steel, because it'll rust, of course, like a regular bead blast cabinet. And the control panel, which is on the side of the unit, had shorted out apparently. And when it did, it caught that plastic tub on fire, which fueled the fire. And then, of course, it spread to the building and burn up the one outside wall, and it burnt the ceiling or roof in the shop. It burned up one of the trusses. It burned all the wiring up over there because, you know, the control panel had shorted out, and it burnt the garage doors on both ends. It was, you know, it was all said and done. It was about almost $700,000 worth of damage. And thank God I had insurance. Unfortunately, my insurance coverage was not near enough for my contents, but it's going to cover my building. The other part that's unfortunate was we had a 71 Challenger in there. And as you guys follow us, you know we had another 71 Challenger in there, a pro touring car. And I think my lucky stars, I mean, not that the other one was any better, but the other one was almost $1 million car. And the one that was in the fire was still, it's a resto mod, and it's still an expensive car. It's a $170,000 car. But it's bad that either one of them, I wish no cars were there. What the ironic part is that day, I was going to have my customer pick up his car that was in the fire. So, because it was done, we actually we repainted that because of vandalism from his property. Long story short, he had a neighbor getting some construction work done. They were leaving a mess in his yard. He asked them to clean up, and I think it upset him. He can't prove it because he doesn't have cameras. He's just speculating, but we believe that one of the crew members took a spud bar and shoved it through the side of his garage siding and poked and banged up the whole side of his Challenger. And that's why we had it back, because we actually built the car about 19 years ago. And so we got it back to repair that damage. And while we did, we actually, it worked out really well because I already bought my spot for the other Challenger for the Piston Power Show at the Cleveland IX Center. And we ended up putting this Challenger in its spot. And I had a killer spot, and we ended up winning came in second in our class. There was a big debate between us and the guy that won. They kept coming back and forth. So the way I look at it, we won, but we got the second place trophy instead of the first place trophy. But anyway, beautiful car, beautiful car. And some of you guys might have seen the pictures on my Facebook I shared. But anyway, that car, my insurance company somehow dropped the ball, which is a long story too. I did have, I thought, coverage to cover customer cars up to $250,000, and according to my agency and the insurance company, that somehow got removed off my policy, unbeknownst to me. But you know, they send you so much stuff in the mail all the time. Maybe they sent me something, maybe they didn't, I don't know. And I just threw it away because I get so much junk mail and crap all the time that I don't read everything. But anyway, I didn't have the coverage on that car, so unfortunately my customer's policy had to cover that. And now I'm learning that actually no garage actually keeps insurance like that for customer cars. They tell their clients that their insurance has to cover it. But you know, I didn't do it that way. My agent that I had before, he was a personal friend of mine, and I've been in business 44 years, going on 45 years. He's been with me that whole time. Unfortunately, you know, he got to the age he could retire, and he retired in 2017. The people that took over my account, they didn't handle my account like he did. He used to come out every November or October, because my policy expires in November, and he would walk around the shop with me and say, "Hey, Don, you got a new tool over there or a new piece of equipment, and it looks like you're working on higher end cars. You got more engine jobs. We need to up your insurance." And he kept me up to date on all that. Well, he retired in 2017. Nobody's been out since 2017. Then COVID hit. Then people weren't allowed to come out. And so one thing led to the next. I didn't have my policy up to date. And so consequently, I didn't get all my contents covered, and it didn't cover his car. Not complaining, as I look at it as my fault, even though a lot of people are saying it's the agency's fault. And maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe I need to be more vigilant. I don't know. But whatever the case, I didn't have enough coverage. I do have enough coverage to rebuild the building. Unfortunately, a lot of the equipment that got burned up in the fire, I'm going to have to refurbish and rebuild myself with the little bit of money I did get for contents. And that's where we're at right now. But so they're rebuilding my shop. It's been, like I said, since April 18th. They didn't actually start on it till like 4 or 5 weeks later. But they are moving along pretty good. The drywall's all done. They fixed the wall. They fixed the truss. They redid all the wiring in the building, updated all of that, and they're going to be hanging new garage doors here soon. And they're going to be putting new furnace in, and all the new wiring and everything, and new doors. And I'm actually going to get a couple upgrades because I'm going to get some garage door openers, which I didn't have before. I had to manually open them. And when you got 16-foot ceilings and 14-foot high doors, that's a heavy door. So, but what are you doing showing them your beer?
Perry wants to know.
What you're drinking?
Yep. He said it looks like Dr. Pepper.
No, definitely not Dr. Pepper.
Yingling. So anyway, that's what's been going on, guys. And I just didn't want to share anything until now because I wasn't settled with the insurance company. And you know how that stuff goes. Like attorneys, they tell you not to talk to anybody and talk about any of the case because you don't know what'll happen. So I didn't want to, leave any of that out into the public until after I knew I was going to get paid for everything. And I settled, my customer settled, so we're good, But yeah, it's been a long, hard, rough road, and I'm not, like I said, looking for sympathy. Thank you for all my customers that I'm working with.
Well, that's good because Phil III said he can't write a check that big.
And Phil, you know what? You just told me last week. Didn't he tell us last week he could write us a check?
He did.
You know what? Man, oh, man. I thought for sure Phil was going to be able to help me out there.
Right? We're banking on it.
Right. Literally.
Phil, get the beer Uber.
Yeah, Phil's out of beer, so he better be drinking whiskey.
Uh-oh.
I think
Get
he
the
said he was
smoker
out of whiskey last week, so...
You know what? I've been watching his videos on his truck. He's got a short in his headlights. And I don't know if he found it or not, but boy, I tell you what, there's nothing worse than a short in your wiring.
Oh, yeah. It drives you crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to figure out. What I do, Phil, whenever I got a problem like that, is I hook a milliamp meter to the battery, and then what I'll do is I'll start unplugging fuses and trying to find out where the draw is at. So
no, that's not what he does. You really want to know what he does, Phil III? He gets mad, goes Hulk on it, and rips all the wiring out, and then he'll just individually put the wires back till it starts working.
I only did that one time.
One time every year.
One time's all it makes in the memory.
That's all it takes. One time and you accuse that for the rest of your life. So what happened is what he's referring to, I bought a brand new camper, a motorhome, and I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to get brand new because I don't have time to work on my own shit. And so I bought a 2005 Gulfstream Top Kick. Beautiful, beautiful motorhome. And I bought it for the race car so we could tow the race car trailer, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, the first trip we take in this thing, we go to Myrtle Beach. And this thing's a 2005, so we must have went in, 2006? I don't remember now.
It had to be. So I didn't go with you.
And I thought you didn't go? It was Andrew, I know, went with us.
Andrew, Rachel, and you and Mom.
Okay. And the dogs.
Yep.
And I think we had Mom's GTO in a trailer. We were towing a trailer down with Mom's GTO.
Yep.
My wife's got an 06 GTO, and we took it down so we could drive because the motorhome, you park it, you can't move it. So anyway, everything's good. We go down there, and the trip was awesome. Our vacation was awesome. We spent a couple weeks there with the kids and on the ocean and right on the ocean at Ocean Lakes campground. So we're getting ready to pack up and go home, and you got to be out there by 11 o'clock. That's your checkout time. And so I go to push this slide out in. Slide out won't go in. And so before this happened, let me tell you what happened too.
What really happened?
I had new vehicle blues. What happened was the generator quit running on the motorhome, and here it was the damn carburetor from the factory. The gasket that they put in the carburetor, I don't remember if it was a float bowl or which part of the carburetor it was now. Anyhow, it folded up and was stuck inside the venturi of the carburetor, and the generator wouldn't run. So I had to diagnose that and figure that out before we went on vacation. So that happened right after I bought it, and I told the RV place, and they said, well, you got to bring it back and leave it with us, and we'll check it out, and it was going to be 6 to 8 weeks. Well, I already booked my vacation. I ain't got 6 to 8 weeks, so I had to diagnose it myself. Remember, I bought this thing brand new, so I don't have to work on it, but I still got to work on it. Then, then we take it to a local campground that we camp at, and my power inverter quits working. It's not working the cabin lights, and it's not charging the cabin batteries or the batteries for the RV unit. So, again, I call the RV place because it's under warranty. It's a brand new vehicle. And they say again, yep, you got to bring it back to us, and you got to leave it there 6 to 8 weeks, and we might get to it if we can or whatever. So anyway, I diagnosed that. I figured out that the inverter went bad. So I call them up and I say, hey, can you give me a new inverter? I'll take the one out. I'll bring it to you. Nope, they got to have it there. Okay, we're leaving for Myrtle Beach in a week. No problem. Bring it by. We'll get it taken care of. So I go in there, and the service writer's going, well, how did you diagnose it? I said, I am an auto technician. I'm actually a master tech, ASE certified master tech. He goes, well, that doesn't mean anything to me. And I said, okay. I said, that's fine. How I did it, and I explained it to him. I explained that I got the voltmeter, and I did this, and I did that, and I tested this, and I told him what I did. He goes, yep, sounds about right. He says, but we're still going to have to check it out.
Yep.
I said, dude, I said, I don't have
money.
time for you to check this thing out. I said, you got to get me an inverter, and I'll install it. I don't even want you to install it. Just give me another one. I'll just put it in myself. I don't have the time. We're getting ready to go on vacation. So after a long conversation with him, I ended up leaving it because I had to, on my wife's advice, because I was getting angry and I don't want to hurt somebody. So so we leave it there, and like a day before we leave for vacation, they call us. I was getting worried. I didn't think they were going to call us, so we have to cancel our vacation. So they get us the motorhome back, and good. We're good to go. So we're loading the camper all up and everything, and we get it ready, and we're going down to the beach, and my brain told me, you know what, Don, you better, just in case, you better buy a battery charger and put it in the camper. Well, thank God I did. Because if I had not rebuilt the carburetor on the generator and bought a battery charger, the battery drained in the cabin, and unfortunately what happens is somehow it drained the battery in the vehicle too. So if I didn't have the generator and I didn't have the battery charger, we would have been stranded in Walmart's parking lot, because we got there a day early so that we can get into the campground right away in the morning. And so we drove overnight, spent the night in the Walmart parking lot. So that all happened before we get into the campground. So I did have a few events, and
Just a few.
Just a few. So we get in there. We set up the camp. Our vacation was awesome. 2 weeks there. Blah blah blah. I go to put the slide out in. The slide out won't go in the camper. So I'm thinking, okay, blown fuse, no big deal. So I check all the fuses. Nope, all the fuses are good. All the breakers are good. The power connects all good. The camper's level, blah, blah, blah. Everything's the way it's supposed to be. So I called the service tech, and I said, what do I need to check to find out why I'm not getting power to my servos, because the hydraulic pump's not running to run the unit or the slide out in? He said, everything I already checked, which I already know. And I said, well, I already checked all that stuff. And he goes, well, you can, there's a jack in there, a hydraulic pump jack with a handle that you can disconnect the servo and take this hydraulic pump and pump it, and it'll pump the slide out back in. Awesome. Sounds great. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, mind you, it's 98 degrees, and it's humid as hell in Myrtle Beach. And the bad part is I'm laying on the ground in an ant hill.
Red ant.
Red ants on the ground, or nest. I'm in a red ant nest laying right on top of it. So my back's all bit up. I'm sweaty. I'm grouchy already because this thing ain't working right. I'm yelling at the wife.
Out of beer because they're leaving.
Yeah, I can't drink beer because I got to drive. So I was really grouchy. So, and my poor wife's a saint. You know what? She's a trooper. She's always that one that says, "Don't. You know what? You'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. This is going to be all right." Blah blah. You know. And whenever you're pissed off, I don't know about you guys, but that usually don't work.
Nope.
It's just like
Yeah, all it does is like sticking a stick in a cage, you know, and
we
poking
love you guys, but it doesn't. It doesn't.
It does
But
not
you know
work.
what? God love them because they're
Yeah.
being positive and trying to keep
They
you
are.
from killing yourself.
We
or
do
something.
love you guys, but
Yeah.
They
And
just
I-
push you even further into that, though.
Well, but we love them, and that's
Yeah.
why we're married to them.
Yep.
So anyhow, I get underneath the camper and I find the jack and I find the handle and some dumbass engineer, and I don't know if I got any engineers watching tonight or not.
oh boy,
But so this panel that this jack is at, the jack is right up against it, and where you put the jack handle in points this way right at that panel. I think they were supposed to put it in so it pointed this way so you could put the jack handle in
That
there.
would be the installer.
Yeah, and so anyhow, it's pointing right towards that. And I can't get it out because the slide out's out, and you have to push it in to get the jack out of it. So I can't get the jack out. So I called the service tech back, and by this time I'm fuming. I mean, I'm pissed off, and I'm probably not as nice as I should be on the phone with this guy, but I can't help it. You know what I mean? And I told the guy, I said, I know it's not your fault, and I'm sorry, but I need to have somebody tell me how I can fix this. You know what their solution was?
John Monin, hey, hey.
They wanted me to unhook the hydraulic lines and get all my buddies at the campground, like I got a bunch of buddies on vacation in Myrtle Beach. But anyways, get all your buddies together and you push it back in and hook the hydraulic lines back up, and then you can get it home. I said to the service tech, I said, are you serious? That's the fix. He goes, that's all you got left to do. I said, no, I don't. So I got off the phone, and this is the part where my son said I grabbed the wiring harness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm underneath there, and I got my voltmeter, and I'm checking, and I'm checking everything, and I got power where it's supposed to be, and everything looks like it's hooked up right, and it worked before we left. It actually worked because we took it to the campground before we left. So anyhow, I'm underneath there, and I'm looking at it, and these ants are eating me alive, and I can't have a beer, and I am pissed. So out of pure frustration, and I know this probably wasn't the smartest thing, I grabbed a hold of the harness, and it's about that big around. I grab a hold of the harness, and I yank it out of there. I mean, I literally yanked the whole harness out. Well, that's how I ended up finding out what the problem was. So my anger paid off. What ended up happening was they used all those little crimp connectors everywhere, and none of them were crimped. The wires are just stuck in the connectors, and apparently they vibrated out. So whenever I yanked on that harness, all the connectors are still hooked up, but the harness is in my hand.
I don't think they build the RVs like they used to be. They actually be mobile. They say, "Well, you're gonna buy it, park it, it's good." They don't.
Well, this was a motorhome. It's supposed to drive down the road.
No, it's just like John Monin. They're not engineers there, you know.
Oh, good golly molly. So anyway, needless to say, we didn't leave the campground that day till around 2 o'clock in the afternoon after I rewired my slide out.
Yep.
Then, I don't know if my son-in-law's watching tonight or not, and God love him because he brings this story up every once in a while at a family function.
Every time.
We're driving down the highway, and this thing, and the motorhome starts smoking out of the vents in the air conditioning vents. And it smells like it's on fire. And Andrew's going, "Where's the fire extinguisher at?" I says, "You touch that effing fire extinguisher, I'll kill you. You get out, get the girls out, get the dogs out, and we're going to watch it burn."
After all that shit, hell yeah.
Oh, I was so pissed off. And I loved that motorhome. That was a really nice looking motorhome. It was a top kick, Kodiak top kick, and it was like a bronze color and all chrome bumpers and chrome grille. And I mean,
speaking of bumpers, I asked my dad about the bumper on it.
Oh yeah, that's another story.
Yeah, that's another story. Another Hawk story. Hawk smash.
What'd you hit?
We went to the gas station, and the gas station was tight, and so I'm pulling out, and the bumper sticks out about that far past the body on the back of these motorhomes. And of course, you got that big overhang behind the tire, so the ass end swings more than the cab. And those Kodiak top kicks, they have a turning radius of a Corvette. Believe it or not, they can turn that tight. So anyway, I'm pulling out from the gas pump, and I hear, and I look out the mirror, and it freaking pulled the bumper back away from the back of the motorhome, and I just drove home at that point. I was so pissed off, and my wife was with me, and so she's going, what? And I go, because the bumper's hanging out the back of the camper, about a half a car length out, and she goes, So we get home, I back it in the driveway, and I was so pissed off, I ripped it off of the motorhome.
Yep. And threw it in the backyard.
Yeah, threw it about 40 feet in the backyard.
I was mowing the grass one day. I go, why is there a square tube in the backyard?
So say no less that it was a Monday or a Friday build.
I don't know.
I think it was a Friday. I think it was a Friday afternoon build.
I think that was a drunk afternoon build.
That's what B&R was saying.
But the whole reason I bought a brand new one so I didn't have to do any of that. And it didn't work out in my favor.
Needless to say, now he has a fifth wheel that he doesn't pull anywhere. It
Yeah.
sits permanently in one spot.
Yeah, my wife will not let me move it off the spot.
Nothing vibrating loose.
Nope.
Nope, you're right about that.
It is not going anywhere.
So anyhow, sorry to bore you guys with that story, but that was, yeah. My life's full of events. So our shop is getting painted as we speak, and please, and I'm hoping that by the
grab
end
me
of
one more too, Jason, please.
by the end of this week, they got. Thank you, sir. Got
you.
the outlets all in, and maybe got the new garage doors hung, and we're gonna. I'm hopefully, knock on wood, in about 3 weeks, I'm gonna have my shop back. So, and then hopefully I can get back to a normal chaotic life instead of a chaotic life.
Phil the third said, "My life is a comedy of errors."
Well, you know what? If I created the errors, I can man up to it, and it pisses me
Well,
off.
the bumper
but
one you kind of did, but
what's
the
it?
wiring harness one wasn't
Yeah,
your
well,
fault.
the bumper was my fault, and that's why I didn't say nothing. I just ripped the bumper off and
Yep. And move on with life.
move.
Who cares if it looks like a jaggedy, old, rusted bumper from a 1934 Ford?
It didn't look like nothing because the bumper was gone. All you seen was frame rails.
Perry says you need to have a shop reopening bash.
Yeah, maybe we can go live from there, and anybody that's local can come hang out with us.
Yeah, because you got your parking lot bigger. So
Yeah, I improved the parking lot this year too. So
well, at least you didn't have Jeff Lutz his luck.
why would he went to him?
He was He was going around with Clay Milliken, with the NHRA group and whatnot, doing expedition runs, like the night before or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was driving. His wife was up front with him. His son's sleeping in the back. And a drunk driver came on and hit him head on. And he swerved to miss. And when he swerved, the drunk driver hit the gas tank of his big rig.
Oh, no
and
shit.
Burnt the whole thing down, car and everything.
Wow.
Everyone got out.
Well, nobody got hurt.
No one got hurt.
That's good. I mean, sucks, but at least nobody got hurt.
Yep. So he lost everything.
Wow. I hope he's insured. If he's an NHRA member, I think you can buy insurance through NHRA for your race car. And that includes on the track and on the road.
No, I don't know if he's part of the NHRA. I just know him and Clay were doing like this YouTube thing together. And he was like going to the same tracks, but doing like a Thursday night event. And then he would stay and hang out with Clay while they did the NHRA event.
Gotcha.
John Monan asked if he can sleep in the shop if you drink too much.
Absolutely.
Say only if you buy something, right?
Yep. Bring your own koozie.
And then there was another person. I don't know their whole story, but somewhere in Pennsylvania, I think, or West Virginia, but they were driving and they had to, I think, avoid an accident or something like that. But basically what happened with them is they jackknifed their big rig and their funny car came shooting out the side and totaled that.
Holy cow.
That happened the weekend after Jeff Lutz.
Wow. That's kind of like, did you go to Virginia Motorsports Park with us when we went down and raced down there?
Nope.
Man, that was a bizarre. What happened was you get off the exit to go to the racetrack right there, and you're doing 70 mile an hour, and this ramp's like from here to that car. You're going from 70 to 0 in about 14 feet. And I might be exaggerating a little bit, but I'm telling you right now, it is my rig. Whenever I was towing my my brother's 32-foot trailer, and my motorhome was 168 feet long.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. What's legal? I think 165. I was 3/5 foot over legal. So, anyhow, thank God that I had that Kodiak, because I had to get on the binders so hard that I locked up all the wheels on the motorhome to get stopped, or else I would have pushed that car that was in front of me right through that intersection.
So you had to stop like my wife.
Like she stops normally.
Oh,
I mean, Mandy, I love
Mandy's watching. You better be careful.
She is.
She is watching.
And I was holding the oh shit bar the other day, so she can confirm it because she was.
And they haven't
scaring
even
the
put
hell
out the
out of me.
driveway yet.
Watch this.
She thinks that turbo, it goes.
Oh, yeah. Hang on, honey.
Yep.
So, guys, it's been an eventful summer for me. But you know what? It seems like my life's full of events. I could tell story after story, and people, I think they think I make this stuff up, but it's true. I mean, it just happens. I don't know how it happens.
Oh God, it does happen.
That's
And then
an
he
unfortunate
gave some of it to me.
Well, he's got to experience a lot of it.
I got to experience a lot of it growing up, and now I'm making my own.
Yeah. Well, good for you. See, your life will never be boring, son.
No, it's not. Ask Jamie. She tells me all the time she wishes it would be.
Oh no, she likes drama. So you create your own drama. If you do anything, you're gonna make drama. You don't need to look for it. It just happens.
Yes, the GTO behind me is popping a wheelie.
Yeah. We have to get a little bit of a look.
I tell you what, if it does that, that's pretty impressive.
John Monan says he once jackknifed a fully loaded Peterbilt on the winter test track in Michigan. Had huge cables to prevent the cab from hitting the trailer.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think that was fun, John. I think you done crapped yourself.
Or was that intentional? Or are they teaching you what happens when you jackknife them? If it had cables on it.
And then BNR Racing said the pusher RVs have a hydraulic oil pump, mechanical cooling fans layout. Philip worked on a few. Oh, okay. Yes, it is burgundy. This paint, though, is needs redone. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. It needs redone.
Well, it's lacquer, and it's old lacquer. I mean, that car, it's not the original paint, although it looks like it because it's pretty close. But somebody repainted it back probably in the 70s, and they used lacquer again on it. It might be original paint on that. I don't know. You know what? Where it's peeling off, it's going right to the primer.
Or bare metal.
Yeah. So that might be the original paint on that car.
Well, you said it might have came from California.
It
right?
did come from
So
California.
that
Well,
California
actually, it
kinda
came
baked-
from Virginia,
Virginia.
and then went to California.
Right,
Did
but
a
it's
couple
always
trips
been
to California according to what it was shown in the book.
but it's always been in a not in the Rust Belt areas. It's always been in a climate area where there's no salt. So the car, that could very well be the original paint on that car.
So Perry wants to know what the plan is for the GTO.
This GTO?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, it's going to get sold eventually. Right now, what's going on is Jason and my son are going to pull the engine out of it. The guy I purchased it from, the reason I bought it was because he had the engine all gone through, and you can tell it's fresh and it's brand new. But he lived in California. He brought it back here from California and put it in a storage unit, not thinking that, oh shit, it gets cold in Ohio, and didn't have antifreeze in it. And so it popped out all the freeze plugs on the block. And right now we don't know if the block's cracked or not, but we're going to try to determine that. And it's the original engine, so I hope that it is not. But anyway, the engine's fresh. We just got to get it apart, figure out what happened to. I mean, it looks like literally it maybe had 500 miles on it. I mean, it doesn't have no time on it.
It's got Harlan Sharp rockers in it. It's got ARP
head bolts.
It's got
yeah.
I mean, nice stuff in it.
It's got a lot of good stuff in it. And it's an AC car.
Well taken care of too.
And it's
all
a very
been
well.
documented.
Yeah, the interior looks brand new in this car, and it's all original. And you found the Protecto plate too, didn't you?
Yep.
So what I'm going to do with it, and unless somebody steps up and wants to buy it with the being all original, I'm going to resto mod the car. And the reason I'm going to do that is because he already started to do that. The guy I bought it from, it's got tubular control arms on it now, and it's got 17-inch rims. Although I don't care for the wheel too much, and he kind of. He kind of started modifying. It's got an aluminum radiator in it.
Yep. A top dollar one.
Yeah, it's a Rodney, what is it, Rodney Red or whatever. And this is a really cool car too. It's an automatic car with a his and her shifter in it, AC. Of course, it's a 400 car because that's what come in the GTOs. It's a post car too. It's not a coupe or a hardtop. It's a two-door post sedan. And let's see what else. I mean,
The rear end.
he put bigger sway bars front and back on it now.
Yep.
It's got factory rear end under it.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. But I'm going to probably put a 12-volt under it with like a 373 gear or
I
whatever.
know he has like the old school pipes exhaust system on it.
Yeah. It's got new exhaust. It's got headers on it now.
Yep.
And obviously because it's got AC, it's got tinted glass. So, I mean, this would be a perfect car. It's a rust-free car, literally a rust-free car. It doesn't even have rust underneath. And it would be a perfect car to do a concourse restoration on, but that's not what I'm going to do. Concourse restored cars, if you're lucky, will bring $100,000. A resto mod will bring $150,000 to $170,000. You spend the same amount of money doing them. So
It's going to have fuel injection whenever we put it back together.
Yep, I bought a ram air setup for it, factory ram air. We're going to put that on the fuel injection. I'm going to get a serpentine belt conversion for it, billet pulleys. We're going to keep the AC on it, but we're going to go with a modern AC compressor. And I'm going to upgrade these wheels. I'm going to get the Rally 2 wheels, 18s for the front, 18s for the rear and 17s for the front. And what else am I going to do?
We're going to put a bigger exhaust on too, not the 2.5 inch. We got to have some grunt.
I already bought the exhaust. I don't know if I bought 3-inch or 2.5. I think I might have bought a 2.5, but I don't remember.
Oh, jeez.
It's a
Dad,
stainless.
You're killing me.
It's a stainless pipes, and so
He's going to put a quiet
we're gonna make it.
muffler
We're
on
gonna make it rumble a little bit too. We're gonna put a little bit bigger camshaft in it and some little louder muffler on it. But it's gonna have tailpipes and splitters and everything. But I'm gonna mini tub it, and we're gonna paint it with House of Color brandy wine candy is what I'm gonna use on it. I already bought the paint, because this car's a burgundy car. No, you know what? It's House of Color burgundy candy. And I don't know if you guys have seen that or not, but man, that's a beautiful color.
It's gonna sparkle.
Yeah. And the interior, we're not going to have to do much with the interior. I mean, it's literally like brand new. I don't. How many miles are on this car? It can't be that many.
165.
Really?
Yep.
It sure don't look like it with looking at the interior.
I think it's 165 or 175, something like that.
Do you
That's
remember
hard to
the old
believe.
commercials where the Armor All would go to the junkyard and wipe down the
Yeah.
interior?
They'd find a car like this.
This is the one of those cars that could be on the commercial.
Yeah, they
guys.
take dust and they put it
You
on
just-
the one side and then they
You
wipe it
just
down.
wipe it down
Yeah.
and it'll look brand
Well,
new.
you got to exaggerate it for TV.
Yep.
I mean, I can guarantee that's all that's going to take. A little bit
Yeah.
of Armor All.
Even though this has tinted glass in it right now, I'm going to take and put, I'm going to get smoked glass for it because I want it to look like, and I want to lower the car down too. So it's going to have bigger meats on the back, a little bit bigger meat on the front, candy paint, serpentine belt, air conditioning, cruise control, fuel injection. I don't know if I'm going to keep it an automatic or I'm going to make it a 5-speed. I haven't decided. on that
Automatic.
yet.
That way anyone can buy it.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing is I want the overdrive, and the only overdrive I would put in this automatic-wise would be a 4L80E. So,
Randy French says, you need to talk. You and him do.
yeah.
And Mike Polson says, you got to notch the frame rails to mini tub it. Is that the case? On this one,
I don't know if I don't think we do.
I think you can go like 3 more inches before it hits the frame rail.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a mini tub, but it's not going to be like what you're thinking.
It's not going to be tubbed. It's just going to be mini tubbed.
Yeah.
All I want to do is get like about 11 inches of rubber under the back, and then like an 8 or 9 inch wide tire on the front.
Well, with this tire on it right now, you got it looks about 6 inches. So
6 inches.
yeah,
And what are you looking at?
from the tire to where the frame's at.
Really?
Yep.
That's a lot.
Well, that's only like an 8-inch wide tire on the back.
Yeah. But all the chrome's really, really nice on this car. You can tell it's been kept in a garage. It hasn't been kept outside.
Yep.
Which is
Headliner is immaculate.
yeah.
There's no drooping at all.
I really don't think you have to do anything interior. We'll have to get the GoPros and do a mini.
Yeah, we'll do a go.
We'll do
over
it
on the
before
car.
and after.
But you can see. I mean, look at the paint where it's coming off at. That's going, like you said, to bare metal or primer. So that might be original paint on this car.
I have a feeling it is.
The guy I bought it from didn't know. So
He's not the original owner?
no.
Well, the guy who had it, his last name's hilarious.
Well, I don't know if we want to share that or not.
It's got every oil change.
Yeah,
belt
somebody,
change,
we have the
air filter.
Protecto plate and the original service manual and everything, and like Jason said, the guy meticulously took care of this car. He recorded all his oil changes, he recorded the tire changes, all that stuff, brakes.
So
down to the mile. I
Yeah.
think.
there's a Protecto plate.
It's just a really, really cool car.
So it came
You don't-
from Kenneth Hammersley Pontiac, Lynchburg, Virginia, 12th and Fort Avenue. So if you guys know where that's at, used to be a Pontiac dealership.
Perry wants to know if the OEM rear wells are the same size as the 68 to 72 bodies. He doesn't recall.
No, they're not. They're totally different. They're a little bit longer and a little bit narrower than the 68 to 72s.
So the last record that was kept on it was 630 of 74, 75,300 miles, and it had heater hoses done.
I don't think this got 175. I think it's a 75,000 original mile car.
The only reason why I think it has more than that.
The interior's too nice, son. The interior would not hold up for 175,000 miles.
Does it got the?
There's no wear on the bolsters. There's no wear on the
Where did we see that at, though? We
Speed.
seen that number somewhere.
It's got 92,000 miles on it.
Then that's probably what it's got. That I would believe. So it's got 92,000 miles on it.
So for the last 20,000, 18,000, it wasn't record. It wasn't recorded.
Well, yeah, and they didn't drive it much probably.
Right.
Probably the guy I bought it from had it, and he just didn't keep the records that the original owner did.
It had rebuilt generator in 1973.
But super nice, super clean car. I don't like buying cars anymore that have that need quarter panels or trunk floors or floor pans. That you just end up spending so much time and money fixing all that stuff. If you can find one that's clean, you're better off.
Tim, yeah, I'm not a fan of anything, but I'll steer away from Ford. I'm a Chevy guy, but I drive GMC.
I'm GM. I like GM.
If I were to put a paint mill gauge on it, old school twist, I would say it's probably 2 mil.
It's not much.
It's thin. I got one at work.
And I don't think they wouldn't have sand something like down bare metal to repaint.
Not back in the 70s, they wouldn't have. Yeah.
So you would have seen two.
So
two
that's
types
got to
of
be the original paint on that car. Like I said, the guy that I bought it from, he didn't know, and he didn't say it was or wasn't, but I just assumed that it had been repainted because it's so old, you know. But it is lacquer paint. There is absolutely no doubt it is lacquer paint on that car, and but it's shiny still. You know, that's the thing that made me think that it was repainted.
It is shiny. You can see on this shot the
Look at the reflection
block.
off the fender.
Yeah, off the door.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that paint's really shiny for original paint if it is original.
Probably buff it out and clear coat
Well, I mean,
the
I
whole
know
thing
my
and see
butt.
the flaws.
My butt buffed that out.
I know, so did mine.
It's too daggum bad that the paint's peeling all over the thing up top there because otherwise you could literally buff that car
I know.
and wax it.
I think it's more on the hood too. When the hood,
Trunk,
it seems like the flat surface has
sail
got a little bit.
tent, fin
Yeah.
underneath the door.
And it doesn't look like the chrome's ever been off this car or anything. You look at it.
That's straight as an arrow.
Well, not only that, all the screws are still in there, and they're all factory screws. There's just a lot of indicators that's probably original paint.
Yep. All right, let's get into some readers' rides.
Yep, Tim. I know Tim Korsiak sent a picture or a video of his car. He actually sent it to my phone, but I don't know how to put it on our website or our email thing.
It's taking forever in a moment to load up,
Yeah. How many pictures we get?
right? It's really thinking.
That's good.
All right.
So Tim says, hello, there's 2 videos I sent to the Unleashed website last Wednesday that wouldn't download to watch on your podcast. I wanted you to see them. If you want to show them your next podcast, maybe you or Brandon can send them to the website. So,
Right now?
well, how do I do that?
Is that a picture or a video?
That's a video.
And Philip the Third, he did have a question. Who has the mini tubs for that? AMD.
Well, there's a company, I forget who it is, something Speed has them. And actually, I don't even care if there are mini tubs available for them or not. What I'll do is I'll buy factory tubs, and I'll buy 2 of them if I have to and make my own mini tub. But I think there's a company, something Speed has them.
Detroit Speed.
Maybe Detroit Speed, yeah. But like I said, this thing's so clean, I could buy another factory inner tub and slice and dice this one, and I can make it look factory. And that's what I want to do anyway. I don't want anybody to say, "Oh, this thing's been tubbed." I want them to look at it and think, "How'd they get that big a tire under that car?"
Surprised Helmet said Detroit Speed Mini Tubs.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think it is Detroit Speed Mini Tubs. I haven't bought the mini tubs yet. I bought the fuel injection. I bought the exhaust. I'm going to make it 4-wheel disc brakes. I have not purchased the glass yet, the smoke glass for it yet. I did buy the paint. I've already got the House of Color brandy or burgundy candy.
Phil Third says I need to put money, money, money as one of my sound effects. I will have to see if I can find that. I gotta watch because now YouTube's starting to crack down on us on some of the sound effects that we're doing. So
sound effects and songs. They won't
Yep.
let you play all the songs. Did you share that with the website or email?
I sent it to myself.
Okay.
So we'll have to do it for next week because I'll end up putting it on the computer.
All
We
right.
almost got to just record our own, because then
Yeah, if we record our own, that's why I put 4 of our own engine noises and stuff on there.
Well, and that's what I've been doing with a lot of my YouTube videos because we're getting dinged so much for using music from, and YouTube's the one that provides the music. That's what kicks my butt.
we need to get the wah, wah, wah.
We already have that.
Yeah, we do have that.
That's on the sound effects on the board already.
I can't hear it, so I don't know which one's which. You need to label
Oh,
those.
So, it's still not working. Why isn't that working?
What isn't working?
The
What are you talking about?
computer
Oh.
plug.
we may have to.
What the heck? It was working last week.
This is why I don't like technology. You know what? Give me a napkin and an ink pen or a pencil, and I can draw it faster, and we can figure it out on this computer. Can't share a video that way, though.
No. Here you go.
There we
Phil
go.
the
There we go.
Did you get her?
I got it.
third. Maybe eventually.
Okay. So, number 4, switch. So, Phil III says, Dear Brandon and Don, this can't be good.
Yeah, we're getting a Dear John letter.
Yeah. I'd like to take a minute to ask for prayers for my friend David Pike, founder of DRC Racing, former Milwaukee Brewers pitcher. Bradenton Motorsports Park staff member, resident of Bradenton, Florida. Good friend of Mike Mickey, pro mod racer,
Okay.
as well as a good friend of his at Philip Thirds, and prayer for a speedy recovery from an absolute horrible car accident. Amongst other injuries, he suffered 2 broken legs and will be a long time recovery before he's able to step back in his race car.
Wow.
Please remember, don't drive distracted or under the influence of anything, whether it be legal or illegal.
Yep. Yep. That's that
And this must be his car.
is a race car.
Yep.
And that's
Yep.
a badass looking hot rod.
I like that green.
I wonder if he knows Brett Miller because Brett Miller does Mopar stuff, and he's a buddy of mine, and he's got kick-ass small block Mopars he builds.
So,
But
prayers to him.
Prayers sent. That you know what? Unfortunately, that's speed bumps in life, and that's the way. You know what? I had an old guy tell me that one time whenever I was going through all the crap I'm going through, and he said, "Just a speed bump." He said, "You'll look back at this 20 years from now and think, you know what? How did I not get through that?"
And I don't know what this James Andrew is trying to send me, but my handbag is carry-on. Thank you very much. So I don't need your handbag.
What? What?
Spam.
So Philip III playing with the toys on Saturday. Oh, he's got them all out. Even his lawnmower.
That's Phil. You know what? He likes to show off his toys.
He does. And you know what? I don't blame him.
And he's got a big yard to play in too.
Yep.
So that's good.
So he's got his Corvette, motorcycle and trailer, his lawnmower.
And his
truck.
you know what? His little canopy shed back there, it's right side up.
It's right side up, still standing.
Yeah.
That's good.
He must have got
put it
sober and put it
together
up.
right this time.
Yeah, he put it
Yeah.
together on the right side.
Well, that's because he drank his 6th beer and got it right. All right, we got Perry now. Carb fire with his 442. Oh, I think I've seen this on Facebook. Son-in-law having to be handy for the photo. All good in the end.
Yeah.
Why won't it show that? Let's see if I can download it. And it could be just a Yahoo.
A Yoo-hoo. It's
Yahoo thing.
It's a Yoo-hoo Yahoo thing.
There we go.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a fire.
Yep.
That is a fire. Quick, close the hood.
And it looks like someone's being jumped behind you with a newer car. But yeah, that's a flame.
Yeah, carb fires are not fun. Usually what happens, people panic and they start pumping the gas pedal, and that's the worst thing you can do. The best thing you can do is, believe it or not, hold the throttle wide open and crank it. It'll suck the fire out.
Or do a dance around it.
Yeah. Well, you're dancing. Everybody's dancing.
And this is his 1970 Resto mod that he finished 4 years ago. It is downloading right now. And this is also from Perry.
Okay. Now, true car guys, we have all kinds of cool toys. So, where's your Firebird at?
In the garage over there.
Oh, okay. Speaking of toys, I'm thinking, yeah, well, all my toys are out here now.
I know.
right. Need a bigger garage.
Yeah, my dad needs to build me a double decker.
Your dad don't need to build you nothing.
What?
He's got more of your toys than
Well,
his toys.
looks like I get a GTO. Almost there. It says 8 seconds.
Oh boy.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast off. Didn't happen.
There we go.
Let's open this up. I think I remember this car. Didn't Perry have this like in Ohio?
Well, this is.
Oh, this is a convertible. Never mind. I'm thinking of the.
It's the same color.
Yep.
You're thinking of his race
Oh,
car.
wow.
Ooh. That's
Custom
a very nice interior.
Yeah, boy.
How you doing, Chris? Just
Oh, the
going
carbon
up?
fiber. Oh, look at the dash. That's pretty cool.
Got Dakota Digital, it looks like, in it.
They're all different colors, even.
Look at the paddle shift on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So it must be an automatic car. Well, I seen the automatic shifter now that I say that.
Yep.
There's the wheel I'm going to put on the GTO.
Ah, there it is.
Uh-huh. That's fuel injected.
Yep. It's got the throttle body with the fuel injector.
You
Shore
got
rails.
serpentine belt system on that one.
Yep.
That's the one I'm going to put on this
And
one.
AC. AC on a convertible car.
Oh,
there's
the one that was on
442.
fire.
Yep.
Thank God it wasn't on fire in this video.
Very nice.
Yep.
All right. Tim Korsiak.
So is this the one you sent from my phone, or
Nope.
did he send these?
He sent it.
Okay, cool.
It's not going to show, though.
Bummer. I wonder why it's having a tough time loading his videos. I don't know anything about this stuff, guys. You know what? Ask me how to rebuild a 1936 Carter CVF carburetor, and I'll tell you everything about it. But when you ask me about how to make a video work on YouTube with internet and speaker, I can't. I don't even know how to hook it up. I don't even know how to say it.
Yep. It won't let me I'll have to see if I can get those videos to download and if I can open it with like a video player of some sort. And so yeah, as soon as it says AT&T 00002 and 00001, I just HTMM. I know they won't open.
So it's because probably he sent it from his phone.
Maybe, and it's probably encrypted.
So he has to send it to his computer and then send it to us, or what?
Uh-oh. This one's from Walt. Says son was hot rodding the PT too much this morning.
Uh-oh. I hope he
Let's
didn't wreck
see.
it.
Oh, doing burnouts.
Oh, yeah. Doing like the old man used to do.
Yeah.
That's even on the spare.
You know what? The thing of it is you got to learn him a little bit
I
better,
don't
Walt,
know.
because he didn't strip all the lug nut holes out yet.
Yeah.
He blew the tire out, but he didn't strip the lug nut holes.
He does
out.
have a universal wheel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can put that on probably 6 different car types.
On any corner.
But yeah, he's doing some burnouts, or he's taking the corner too hard.
Yeah.
Philip, you're right. It took him 8 years to figure out his phone, and now it's too old to even work right.
That's the problem.
That's the
Once
way
I
it
figure
is.
that shit out, it's outdated.
And that is it for readers or watchers rides.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. I thought we had more than that tonight. But we'll have to get Chris's, or not Chris, but Tim's.
Yeah, I sent it to myself. I'll put it on the computer, and that way it will. I know it'll work then.
All right.
It
Well.
just takes a minute to do, so I can't.
Well, like I said, that's your forte. I have no idea how that stuff works. And if you want me to figure it out, it ain't gonna happen. Uh-oh, our camera
It's
died.
probably on camera still instead of manual mode. So hold on. There we go. There we go. All right.
All right, so we got any questions? What's going on here?
DJ said he's here. Well, here is the bad news for the week so far. The car is at the dyno tuner, and they spotted that the fuel pump was not good enough for alcohol. However, they are attempting to tune on E98.
That'll work okay, DJ. You know what? It'll still make good power. We can drag race that thing. Got plenty of race season left, and we'll get to see what it'll at least do. DJ's been working on this Cobalt, and when I'm trying to talk him into what is it, G6 is the equivalent, or?
Well, G5. is the
G5.
equivalent.
So, the Cobalt's a Chevy, of course, and the Pontiac is the G5, apparently. I thought it was something else, but anyhow, doesn't matter. I'm trying to talk him into to convert to a Pontiac, but he is talking about buying bumper covers so he can make it look like the Pontiac.
Yep.
And,
That's all he is.
Everything else is the same.
and then that way he can race every year with us at the Pontiac race.
Yep.
But he's got this badass 4-cylinder he's building. It's got ported head on it, bigger supercharger. It's only 2 liter, I think. Or,
Yep.
Is it 2 liter?
Yep.
And but this thing's probably going to make somewhere around, I don't know at the tire, but at the crank, it's probably going to make between 400 and 500 horsepower, which is pretty impressive for a 2-liter 4-cylinder.
Well, all I got to tell you is, DJ, you got to put an alarm system on that car because my wife has been talking about swapping you engines because she has a 2.0 in her Equinox. And so.
Well, you know what? The way I'd look at it is if she can swap that thing out, I'll watch her. I'll get beer and I'll watch.
Me too. Me too. Because my wife gets hilarious whenever she starts cussing.
We're gonna, yeah, and we're gonna get the cameras out too because that's gonna be a fun day.
Oh yeah.
She'll get it out, but she won't get it back in.
No, she won't even get it out.
So DJ's part of our family. He's married to Jamie's
Cousin.
Yes. So
Sorry,
so,
Jamie.
so poor DJ. He's family by default.
Hey, I warned him.
Yeah, you did.
He lived right next door to me at my old house. He
Yeah.
lived next door to me, and some say that I was part of the reason why he married into the family, but
Oh, whatever.
I tried telling him, don't do it. I made that mistake. I got sucked in.
Whoa. You know your wife is watching.
Yeah, but she's laughing right now.
Okay, good.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
She's,
right now.
she's gonna be stomping out here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't had her out here yet.
She's gonna be peeking around that screen door and give you the evil eye.
Oh, yeah.
But anyhow, DJ's going to have a badass hot rod when he gets it all figured out. And we're converting him to a Pontiac, guy. As a matter of fact, he bought a Pontiac 400. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
What's he
So-
gonna put it in?
Well, I don't know. You know,
okay.
honestly, maybe he.
I
can
know he
tell
has that
us.
big Suburban, but I think he sold that.
Well, I thought that's what I thought he was going to put it in, but then I think he, like you said, I think he sold it or traded it or he junked it. I don't know. He did something with it.
Yeah. Well,
So-
looks like he's going to have to get himself a GTO.
Yep, bought it for the bourbon. He says.
Yeah,
My wife
you're
has
right.
three sisters. When you marry one, you marry them all. Yep, you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Here she is. She
Nope.
popped it. She popped it. Evil eyes around
DJ's
the
bringing
corner.
the Cobalt over. He's going to park it next to your car. We're going to film you.
Oh, I know. I was already on there saying, literally, right before you guys said that, I was like, let's put it in Roxy. See?
There you go.
I got the same motor.
All right.
What are you peeking around the corner for?
I got my shoes on, and I'm not walking in this filthy ass place.
Uh-huh. Good. I can talk all the smack I want then.
Yeah, she ain't going to get you until you go in.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you do have to sleep.
Yes, very true.
Trust me. If she was going to kill me, she would have done it a long time ago. Well, I think that's it. Unless you have any more.
I don't have nothing. You know what? I just want to catch everybody up on what happened with the fire. And I was going to share some, but maybe next week we can put those in the Reader's Ride email or something. I'll send them to that. And that way we can show everybody what happened. But it was pretty ugly. I mean, it burnt the shop up pretty darn good. And it's been a struggle. I'm literally working out of cardboard boxes right now, which sucks.
Yeah.
But we're still getting stuff done. I mean, we just this week I didn't deliver it, but we had it crated, and the two guys' garage engine went out. We did do the dyno on that. We shared a little bit of that on Facebook. Maybe we can share that next week. We'll do. I don't know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do right now because that's kind of their gig, not my gig. But if I'm allowed, I'll share the video and stuff of the engine dyno next week.
The Le Mans, the engine is, the crank is going to...
We're going to take it to Northampton Crank and get it welded.
Okay.
So we can weld the crank. It's going to be fixable. And then get it reground. I already ordered the piston. Ordered new piston rings. I ordered bearings.
Did you get two pistons, I hope?
No, why?
Because the other one's boogered up too.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Which one?
The one that was next to it.
What happened to it?
It got some of the shrapnel on the bottom of it.
Oh, really? Let me see it, if it's how bad it is.
I
Maybe
think it's the one left to the right of that one. Yeah.
maybe we can polish it out.
Oh, that's okay. That was the rod then.
Yeah, the connecting rod, but I don't think the piston's
No,
messed up.
piston's good then.
Okay.
Well, right there.
Yeah, I can fix that. That ain't no big deal. We're
But-
good.
Yep, the rod was. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No, actually, Joe Bass provided rods for us, so we're good on that. Yep. But that piston I can fix. No big deal.
and then BNR Racing said you need to install one of those Top Fuel Funny Car fire suppression systems in your shop.
Yeah, right. You know what? I don't know if they still use. There was a fire extinguisher that they used that sucked the oxygen out of the air. I forget what that was called.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep. They had it in a ball.
But no, well, they
Form,
did it
too.
they did it in a cylinder too. But the thing of it is, what they found out was sucking the oxygen out of your lungs too is killing people. So it's illegal to use now. I forget what it was called. Halon? Is that what it
Yep.
was?
That's what everyone said.
Yeah,
Halon.
Yeah, Halon,
Filled
yeah.
the third.
Yep.
Yeah, but the thing of it is, who's going into a fire and standing in the middle of it? Throw that son of a bitch in there, shut the door.
Yeah, but if you're in the race car strapped in and you turn the halon on, I'm pretty sure you're not going to survive. You might not get burned up, but you're gonna be dead.
Walt Bainey says we have that Halon data center, so they must have it in buildings.
Yeah, well, they probably do, but it's probably one of them emergency things. You shut the door and push the button.
Right.
But do you know what? I think that's what happened to that guy who died in Timken. Remember that guy?
No,
died?
that was nitrogen.
It was?
Yep. The room was about the size of this garage, and they had like 10 nitrogen big tanks in there.
Yeah.
And he went in because the alarm was going off. He went to go investigate why the alarm was going off, because they were having false alarms. And when he walked into the room, it was only a matter of minutes, and he passed out.
There wasn't even minutes; it was like seconds, and he was.
They said he was
passed
in there for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he had the door propped open and he wasn't that far from the door, and then it overcame him.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Because I went to school with him.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't take
Because
him long
he
to
lived in
die.
Lakemore.
Yeah, his dad's a fire chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that sucks. I mean that the other thing is too, guys, real quick, is never ever ever use brake clean to check for vacuum leaks. I did that one time in my shop whenever I was down on Canton Road, and I was hitting the carburetor with it, trying to find out where a vacuum leak was. And when it burns it must turn into something dangerous, because it literally took me to my knees, and I crawled out of the building and collapsed. I mean, it was that bad. So whatever's in brake clean, do not burn it. It is bad.
But it makes a nice fireball.
Not brake clean, don't.
Burns black.
Whatever's in it, it's some kind of whatever. It's a bad hydrocarbon.
I use it
don't
for
know.
whippets, but that's just me.
Yeah, you better not.
Jason, got anything?
No.
No? Jamie, you got anything? No, she's gone. All right, it has chlorine gas.
Yeah, whatever. That's bad shit. I can tell you that. And it damn near took my life. I didn't realize it at the time how close I was to death. But
Or it could have been carbon tetrachloride.
I think that's what it is. So.
Green brake cleaner doesn't have chlorine. Yeah, but it also doesn't clean as well.
Like I said, just don't burn it. As long as all you're doing is using it for cleaning, you're good. But if you burn it, it is not good. It'll literally take your life.
It makes your hands cold too.
Yeah, it does make your hands cold. But well, hey guys, thank you for hanging out with us tonight, and it was fun. I hope we didn't bore you too much. I mean, really, we didn't talk any tech tonight. All we did was bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we
We'll
need
have
those.
more. We'll
Yeah.
have more, because we're
Yep.
going to start working. We're going to get the engine out of the GTO.
We're going to start not working on stuff, so.
Yep. All right. Well,
Soon you'll see the Le Mans
I'm
back
cracking
in
the
here.
whip on these guys. We got to get this GTO done.
Well,
We're running out of summer.
We got to work on the old GM on Friday, so we'll see what we can get done on that.
Yeah. Brett Jason's got a stump grinding business, and his truck that he tows a stump grinder around with, the brakes are needing
They're past
need a
needing.
little attention. So
a little bit of love.
He Fred Flintstones it right now to stop it.
And
and that's fun to watch, because you know what? That's a big truck.
It is.
Jason's got big feet, but
Yeah.
I'm grabbing the brake on the trailer to slow me down, just so we can get the big job done this week. And that was it. That called it. So she's done.
Yep. While he's huffing carb cleaner and drinking a beer,
America.
hanging on.
Right.
Oh, he's got the oh shit bar in that truck too.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a big truck. You won't get hurt. You'll just run over the little Priuses in front of you.
Yeah. Right.
All right, guys. Well,
right.
stay safe. We'll see you all next week. And thanks for hanging with us. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Yep. Good night.